What's up, family? You're tuned in to Real Last Real Radio 104.1, your nightcap of comedy. My name is Ken Miller in the big chair tonight. Thank y'all so much for tuning in all week, all brand new shows. I know y'all been in our inbox threatening us because we've been playing reruns, like seriously threatening us. Like I was scared to leave the house. But we put
Yeah.
up our brand new shows this week, man. We do truly do appreciate you listening. And like we always say every show, make sure you go out there and follow us, man. And we appreciate that. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Join the virtual studio with my comedies brothers. We're gonna start off with the big dog himself, Mr. James John. What's up, brother?
Not a whole lot, man. I'm doing pretty damn good. I like being on the show with y'all, man. You always make me laugh and I go to bed in a good mood. So yeah, I'm doing
Yeah,
all right.
man. This is so much. It's too much fun, bro.
It
Too much
is.
fun.
It really is, man.
I also joined the virtual studio with one of the guys that helped get this thing started, Mr. Miguel Colon Jr. And we call him Colon Jr. because yes, he knows his father.
That's
Well, we
right.
had last episode, we were talking about your dad, Charlie McAdoo Sr. I thought about three more things Charlie McAdoo reminds me of. One, McAdoo's, my favorite cookies. Like, yo, y'all got some McAdoo's? This one tastes like menthol. This is the cognac menthol flavored McAdoo. McAdoo also sounds like he was doing music with Timberland in the 90s. Y'all hear that new Timberland and McAdoo?
We all know you how to
Yeah.
party.
Oh,
That's just the
yeah.
boogie,
McAdoo
yo.
hard. McAdoo hard. And then also McAdoo sounds like a detective from the 80s who was Irish and drank a lot. And his partner was a young street black kid named Thunder. And it's McAdoo and Thunder cleaning up the streets of Gary, Indiana. He carries the cops always like, McAdoo, I swear I'm taking you in if I see you on this case again. And then Thunder's every episode, they just figure out a way to Thunder to break dance out of ropes. Oh no, how will Thunder be tied up? And he's sitting there, he's like, hey y'all, man, I went to Juilliard. I'd really like to put some range in. He's like British. He's like, gentlemen, I came here from London and it was in the Grand London Theater. I played Othello and I did 4 years in Juilliard. Like, hey kid, break dance out the ropes. I'm gonna tell you what I told Alfonso Rivera. Nobody cares if you're not dancing. McAdoo and Thunder this Thursday night.
Oh my god.
Fall after the Golden Girls.
Buddy.
They do a crossover episode. At the end, they're all sitting on a table. They're like, we here at McAdoo and Thunder and Golden Girls have a lot of fun. But there's one thing that's not fun. Say no to dope. And then the commercial ends, and McAdoo's looking at Blanche. He's like, hey, man, you trying to get right, man? This is straight from Colombia. Come here, Estelle Getty. Get that nose ready, Estelle Getty.
Hey, y'all trying to get wet?
Addictive. It's not addictive. I do it every day. It's not addictive.
We gotta keep that thing going. The other one in the studio with us, the comic book guy himself, and our number one lawyer out there, aka Mr. Lawyer Man, Jeffrey. Jeff Kaufman in the building. What's up, Jeff?
You know, I feel good. I feel I haven't done enough for this McAdoo thing. So I was like thinking the black, they're the new black Israeli tribe, the McAdoos. So I was thinking that was part of it's in the Bible somewhere. The McAdoos were in the Bible. So yeah.
You know the math today, brother? McAdoo love. Give me the 5 points of McAdoo. 1, drink.
Hey. Oh man.
Thou shalt not acknowledge your children. Number 1. Okay.
There you go.
McAdoo's are cleaning up the community. They all right.
Hey, the McAdoos brought the 10 Commandments down and broke them.
Damn. Hey, y'all. Oh man, my bad. Y'all gonna need that? Y'all need that?
Sorry,
man, I broke
The
bad.
rest of them were all wandering for 40 years. The McAdoo's like, hey, we just gonna stay right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We right next to Egypt. They're gonna be cool about it.
That's how Greensboro, North Carolina started.
That's funny.
The McAdoo's took a ship and landed on Greensboro, North Carolina, and they were like, hey, don't tell nobody about this. I don't want to
Yeah,
show
we're
it up.
gonna stay here. Oh man. So dude, I was looking up stories and this one came across me, across the thing, and I love it. So if you guys listen to us on TV, they were talking about video games that people playing doing work.
Yeah.
But another thing I do during work is TikTok. I am on TikTok scrolling all day. James, I came across this dude and his TikTok is called Guy with the List. Have you heard of this guy?
No.
So there's videos of these girls who get interviewed and they say, what's on your ick list for men? And it's stuff that you're like, what? and he's up to 615. And it's like, ooh, any man that doesn't have a bath, it takes a bath is on my list. Any
Whoa,
man
whoa,
that
whoa,
takes a
whoa,
bath,
Wait,
like
that takes a
you
bath?
can't
No, tub.
take a bath.
Not a shower.
Yeah, not a like if you jump in the water, like if you jump into a swimming pool, that's a turn off for women. If you eat ice
jump into the
cream,
water,
bro, you have to look this guy up. It's called The Guy with the List, and it's just a list of all this crazy stuff women don't find attractive about men. He's up to 615. Don't use sauce. You cannot put sauce on your food.
what the heck?
What
What?
women are they interviewing?
Bro, it is the greatest thing on TikTok. When you
These
guys
lists-
get a chance, go look up. It's called
Bro.
Guy with the List, and it's women. Like one today, a dude was eating a pickle, and the girl was like,
Oh.
"Nothing turns me off than a guy that eats fruit. I mean vegetables." And it was like,
To look
"I eat
masculine,
vegetables."
I eat my pickles and my bananas with a knife and fork.
Yeah, there
Yo,
you go.
it was
I don't want
like-
anybody confusing my vegetables or fruit.
Yeah, dude.
I do a
it
burpee
is-
after every time I take a bite.
Mhm.
Yo,
Oh, man.
it's my favorite thing because I don't know if you sort of see the videos, the dudes on the corner or on the street that
Mhm.
interviewing girls, like, hey, what
Yeah.
are you blah blah blah.
I like those. I
and
like
they're like,
those.
what is
yeah.
a turn off? And a lot of times they'll be like, oh, any guy who has an Instagram page is a turn off. And then the
What
guy
the-
goes and adds it to the list.
That is hilarious, man.
I like when they're like, if he don't own his
615.
own house, and I'm like, you don't own a car.
Now, the one he has pinned on his page is this big girl, big white girl. And she's like, he has to work out.
Whoa,
Bro,
one of us is gonna
how
have
else
that's
is he
how I
gonna
am.
get? How else he gonna get her on top unless he works?
Yo,
out,
Yeah.
bro?
he
yeah, I
has
get
to
it.
work out. And it's funny because the dude looks at the camera and then her other friend who's a bigger white girl, and she was like, he has to be black. And I was like, yeah, because you're a big white girl. So I get it.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
know
that
that
makes
they're not.
sense.
I know that they're not against sauce.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
Like, they were eating a pickle while they were talking to him.
pretty much,
Bro, I'm telling you, man, it is hands
In a
down
pool.
my favorite. It's my let me see if I can find another.
Let me ask y'all real quick. Okay, this is purely hypothetical. Now they are talking about what's on their list that the guys can't do. Do you guys have any of those for women you might possibly date? I know you're married. I'm just saying hypothetical. Do you guys have any of those? Like, nah, she can't do this. Jeff, you got one? Go ahead,
It's
brother.
easy. You got to close that bathroom door.
Oh,
It's like Disney. Don't spoil the magic. Keep that door closed. I don't,
Bro.
I don't want to see it.
Wow.
I don't want part of it. I don't even want to know you do it. I close the door. You close the door. Sounds like a fair deal.
Okay. We talking about a specific
I'm
bathroom?
talking anything. I'm talking whether it comes out of the front or the back. I don't need to be seeing it.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
I
all
like
right.
Jason's really.
Really?
Huh.
Like,
And you still maintain an erection.
Hey,
baby.
because Miguel,
Yeah.
hey, Michelle be in the bathroom, James be there, door wide open, sunflower seeds.
Yeah.
How was your day today, boo?
James
That's
is like,
crazy.
y'all ain't never split the chair before.
I'll be like, oh. I'll be like, damn, girl, what'd you eat? Taco
Sit
Bell?
back.
What is
Sit,
that?
back, sit all the way back at the end, baby. Let me. I can pee in that little. I can make it. I can make it.
I could make it.
We ain't double flushing, baby. If we flush one time a day, we're gonna be able to put another kid through college.
Yeah,
We got
that's what
Yeah.
Captain
do
Planet
what we gotta
says.
do
Okay.
here. Yeah.
Oh, hey, Jeff, hey, James called at the Captain Planet. We trying to reserve water.
Mhm. Earth, fire. Yeah.
Oh,
Captain
James,
Planet just
I
stared.
don't
Captain
got
Planet
nothing,
staring in the
man.
window, playing with himself. Talking about, yeah, that's right. Stay in this
you
place.
don't have anything
No,
that you would be like, I don't.
I can't think because I'm at the age. Just give me some booty all the time.
No, you
I
can't.
don't know.
You can't come clean. I know you. You can't even tell.
Yeah, I don't think I got.
You know
it.
you
I'm just
can't
like, hey,
because
don't-
she'll come down and hit you with a pan. You can't
Yeah,
say
I'm just
anything.
like,
I'm
don't
not
have
worried.
an Adam's apple. Don't pee standing up.
I think
Yeah.
that's it. That's
Yeah.
it.
Man, hey,
Hey.
Oh my God, brother said.
that's the key one.
Is that so? Ken, you don't have anything that you'd be like, man, I can deal with that. like a tattoo on the face.
Yeah, I mean something like that. Yeah, but I mean, yeah, I wouldn't do a tat on the face. Like, yeah, but I mean, like something that'd really be like, oh,
my God.
Maybe if we get the kicking it
Let-
and she
let's
starts talking
say-
about crazy baby daddies,
No,
because I've
what if
dealt with a
she's
crazy baby daddy before.
what
I
what
think
if she
that'd be.
what if she bites her toenails?
Ooh, that's
just because I
that
put her
means she
legs up there.
flexible.
Yeah. She needs something to do. Knock yourself out, babe. I need you to occupy
All right.
yourself.
Oh my God.
Hey, yeah, nah, because I'm gonna
Yeah.
think
Bro,
something way dirtier
bro,
than that. I'm like,
Yeah.
girl, you can
I
put your
got my
whole
ankle
foot up
bracelet stuck in my teeth.
there.
Okay, ma.
Miguel, you wilding today. He said, I put her up there.
Yeah.
God dang.
Can't do
man.
that when you got that extra man rib, you know?
Oh my God. So there's
I'm a
nothing on
do you.
you. Got nothing on your list, kid.
Yeah.
Son, hey James, I gotta
Yes,
go
sir.
back to this dude list, bro. Buddy said, Buddy said you can't have fun. She said,
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
like
that's
a
on-
man. I don't like a man that has fun.
That's
She's
rule number one.
honest.
Yeah.
Without
She's
her,
honest.
without her,
Without
She
her,
can't-
yeah.
without
He
her, that's
said,
rule.
they don't like men that drink through straws.
Wow.
They don't like men that call women females. They don't like a dude that'll climb the fence. Hey, this
What
Wait a
fence?
minute. I can't climb.
dude, I'm telling you, if you go look at it, Jeff, that's so. One of them is don't sit down.
Ever.
I'm telling you the list, but
Ew,
he
look at
has
him
a
sitting
video.
down like a lady.
But Miguel, he has a video of each person saying
Bro,
what they don't like in the man.
Is he
she's
chewing his
crazy.
food like a baby? Ew.
Don't chew. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Jeff,
bro.
it's the
I'm not
craziest
gonna
thing
lie
on
to you.
TikTok.
Bro, I sit down at my age, bro. Sometimes I sit down when I pee. I'm tired. Like,
Bro,
you don't
in
want
the
me to
middle of
sit
the
down.
night, in the middle of the
Bro,
night,
You gotta sit
man.
sometimes, man.
My
Take a load
wife
off.
be like, "Did you use the bathroom?" I'm like, "Yeah." She said, I didn't hear anything." I said, "Yeah." I sat down.
I sat
It's
down.
3 in the
That's it.
morning.
How close
What
is your
time-
toilet to your bed?
It's like a couple feet.
God, she's like Jamie Austin with those ears. You know,
Oh, man, she hear
Jamie-
everything.
Sometimes
She
I
everything we
stand up
talk
to
about
poop. I
now.
like to mix it up.
What? Wait a
Mhm.
minute. Wait a minute.
Mhm.
Miguel,
I just want to test my
Miguel.
accuracy.
Wait a minute. This dude said he's
Son.
You gotta have like a forward observer. I gotta have like a J tack on the ground. He's like, just right. That's why I told you we should get carpet in here.
Oh, that dude who just
That's-
splashing.
That's called the Black Hawk Down. That's
Who
because
puts
you
carpet in
standing-
their bathroom?
Because you stand
like the
up,
70s?
it comes out
Yeah.
compressed, so it don't
Uh-huh.
have the chance to spin. It's sliding through. It's like a sheet of dough.
oh,
it come out like a panini press, bro.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
God.
Like you could take it and twist it in the air and make a pizza afterwards.
Well, like
Yo.
you made homemade dough. Like just
Yeah,
I
that
call
dude
it
done-
taking. I call it taking a sheet.
That dude done dropped a fruit by the foot.
Yeah, just speckled corn in it every now and then.
poop by the foot. That's horrible, man.
Poop by the foot.
Hey,
Poop by the
Oh.
foot, man. Oh my
it
God.
is Thursday night, man. Thank y'all so much, man. This is a brand new show. We love y'all for tuning in all week, all
Mm.
brand new shows.
What
But we
talk
got
about.
to take a commercial break, and hopefully we come back, man. We done tame Miguel a little bit. We'll be right back. Real Laughs, Real Radio 104.1.
I'm back, everybody. You are still listening to Real Laughs right here on Real Radio 104.1. I'm your host tonight, Mr. James John. I'm sitting in the big chair, joining studio with the man, the myth, the one, the forefather of what we like to call Real Laughs, Mr. Miguel Colon Jr. in the house with us today. And we got Mr. Jeff Kaufman from Kaufman and Lynn, also a comic book guy, creator. And we had, he's also a lawyer. I want to mention that too, because I got a question for him later, because it has to do with the law. I like asking you these law questions. But real quick, guys, I know we're not the biggest sports guys, or at least I'm not the biggest sports guy, but we do know who is going to the Super Bowl this year. It is going to be San Francisco, and it's going to be the Chiefs. Now, are you a sports guy, Jeff? You follow sports a little bit?
I believe it or not, I was actually an NFL and an NBA sports agent too. So
Oh, nice.
I got a little background on this. You
Okay.
know, so yeah, I love sports. It's just I don't exactly always like the people who participate in sports.
You don't have to. You don't have
Yeah.
to anymore, man. There you go.
Yeah.
Well, are you surprised at all that it's going to be Kansas City again?
No, I think Kansas City always shows up. It was weird though, man, because I was really thinking it was going, it was going to be another team because they were on the road a lot. They
Detroit,
won on the
man.
road.
I
And-
swore it was going
I
to be
wanna talk-
Detroit, man.
So, okay, as a guy that doesn't know sports, I thought it was going to be Detroit too because they were having what people were describing as a storybook season. Like, they were-
Cinderella season. Yes.
Yeah.
And
And-
but the problem is it's Detroit, so it's going to end in tragedy.
Damn.
That's if you go to downtown Detroit, I mean,
Well-
I'm licensed in Michigan. I have to go to Michigan every once in a while. There's some sad ass stuff. They say don't go there.
Damn,
You
bro.
know?
But here's
So,
the thing about the Detroit game. They were up like 2 touchdowns, right?
17 points. They were up 17 at one time. Yeah.
Damn.
And see that's what happens. Sports is meant to crush your soul.
Is that what it is?
You love a team. Oh, I love them. And they disappoint you, whether it be college, pro, whatever. And that's why I think people only root for like big teams that have a better chance, like the Yankees, the Lakers.
Because if that team wins, they feel like they win too.
Exactly. And the chances are so much better. Oh, they spent 3 times as much as everybody else, so they have a better chance.
A Sunday in the NFL can crush you like catching your son rollerblading. You're just like, what?
Yeah.
Your mama was in 19 hours of labor for this, Antonio? This?
Yeah.
It's like, Dad, I just like to rollerblade. You're like, don't you call me father. I'm just lucky your grandmother died so she won't have to see this.
At least take the helmet off. I'm just
Take the helmet off, Antonio. Take the helmet off.
And the
Oh,
knee
good.
pads. There you
Why
go.
can't you be like your non-binary brother Chris who walks everywhere? Him and his life partner Q, who is a Zerzar. But you don't see him riding around.
Is that a Pokemon? Is that a
Yeah.
Pokemon? That's okay. I was just making
Blades.
sure.
That's funny, man.
Jesus crying his ass off right now. Doesn't know what to do.
No, not at all. Nothing. I would-
Inline skating in this family after everything Dr. King marched for.
What? Dad, we're not even black. That's the problem.
Wow.
Yeah.
Only blacks, huh? You racist.
Hey,
Take that helmet off when you walk into this house. You a
that's
man.
funny.
We,
Now,
we poop standing up here.
That's right. Like sheath.
Mhm.
That was not my
Appreciate-
dream. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Hey, let's talk about what I only care about when it comes to the Super Bowl. What are we eating? Bro, that's the only thing I care about. As a fat dude, I would go to Super Bowl parties all the time because it was going to be good eating. That's it. I wouldn't even watch the game. I'd be rooting for me. Like, this is going to be great. This is awesome. Do you guys go to Super Bowl parties to eat food? Like, you guys go to parties and anything like that with Super Bowl? Or y'all like,
Not really,
"Nah,
man. I mean, like, there's always good snacks and stuff like that. But I mean, like, there's tons of times when you don't care about the Super Bowl, and that sucks.
I don't.
When you get
I
there
don't
and it
care at
gets
all.
to that point, man, when you're like, oh man, but I mean, no, like I mean, Super Bowl party got good food and stuff like that, but it ain't like when when I was a kid. That was my favorite part about going to Super Bowl parties because you eat
okay.
snacks and stuff you weren't
Yeah.
allowed to. But now as an adult, I can make any of this happen anytime I want.
You could.
Like
could.
yeah.
Honestly, every day at my house is Super Bowl. We have wings, nachos, just out. Like, people have candy out. We just have it when you walk in. You might want a hot dog or something. That's it. That's how we do it. The fat kid in me just has it.
You're like a halftime guy though too, James. Like you like the halftime.
I
shows,
am.
right?
I am.
Oh.
Well, I like it when it's somebody that I would like to see. Like it this year is going to be Usher. Like I've never had the opportunity to see Usher because I just can't afford it, to be honest with y'all. I would love to see what Usher does because Usher has a ton of hits. And they get like what, Jeff? Like 10 minutes to perform, or is it shorter than
you
that?
get 10 to 15, and
10 to
they'll let you
15.
knock out like 30 seconds of your song. So he'll knock
Each of
out
them.
like 9.
Bro. Because
Quick.
I would like to see what songs he would actually do. Like
I
does he do-
saw him for New Year's 2 years ago in Vegas.
Oh, that's
I was in the pit for Usher, and
damn. Was
and
Kiki
man,
there
it
that
was
night?
I don't know. All I know is he was on stage. He had 50 people with him. I mean, it's
Yeah.
a good show. But
I
worse,
don't want to
worse
hear
not-
panty droppers
no.
at the
This
Super
is
Really?
this
Bowl.
is- I actually
Really?
had
What do
a
you mean,
bad.
really,
I had-
James? I'm eating
Yeah.
food. I'm sitting with the homeboys. I don't want to be like, oh, that's a great love song.
No, but what if he does like with Little John?
yeah, I don't know.
What's the
No?
other one he's gonna do?
Oh yeah, My Confessions. Hey, a song.
Yeah,
Who doesn't love a song about the herp? Like how could
yeah.
yeah, who don't like
Mike
that
Vick.
song?
Yeah.
I got a
Aw.
tough Usher moment actually. I was the day after his concert. I was leaving, and a buddy of mine has a plane, and we were flying out.
Yeah.
And this big security guard and this little guy in a hat come like bulldogging through the door, and I'm like, no, this isn't happening. So I kind of like stand up, and I think I gave him a shot. And this big security guard looked at me. I said, listen, we're all going the same direction. He passes me. He's got like a bunch of kids with him. He goes running through. And my girlfriend looks over at me and goes, you just hip checked Usher. And I was going, how's that supposed to tell? He's like
Guess what,
5'5".
Jeff?
Because he was
Pregnant now.
moonwalking at the time and
Yeah.
pop locking. That's who ushered.
Yeah, he thought the door was his. He learned otherwise.
It probably was. Probably
Yeah.
said usher on the door. You just didn't see
Yeah.
it.
But
Yeah.
I was laughing about it later, going, I wouldn't even recognize him. I watched him for 3 hours, didn't recognize him going through the door.
Where
Because
was
they
he
all
going
look
out
similar
that
to you,
door?
right?
Oh wow!
It was
pop stars.
it was to the plane. He was getting on the plane.
His plane, like not like
Yeah.
United. Like
I
he
was getting
going-
no. This was a private plane. I
Oh,
was
I was
getting
gonna
on. I was
say.
getting on my buddy's plane. He was getting on probably his own plane, and he was
Gotcha.
heading back to LA, and I was heading back to O-Town.
Gotcha. Okay, that was like.
But it was a great show. I mean, it's a good show. He packs the place. He's got a residency there in Las Vegas, so he doesn't really have to travel too far.
No, not at all. But damn, I can't afford to go see Usher. Like, them tickets to start at 5. I heard.
I wonder if Kelsey's girl
wonder-
ever performed at a Super Bowl. Did she?
Taylor Swift?
She
We're
would
not
seem
there
like
yet.
What are you talking about? She's been around for
Wow.
14 years. How,
Yeah, but
how
we're
the
not
hell has
there.
she
We're-
never
we're
performed
just-
a Super Bowl?
Because we're just getting Usher in again now. We're
Again?
we're not ready for a white Super Bowl act for a while. You know?
Really?
Yeah.
You don't think that's gonna? Because
Yeah,
the
of course
trend
Taylor
has
Swift will be
been-
at a Super Bowl eventually. They just got to
Yeah.
get that check right that she wants.
Yes,
You
true.
know, you know how it is,
Yeah.
man. Like it's just got to make it right, and it's crazy. It's crazy, and Jeff knows this. Numbers that'll get thrown at people for performances that you're like, oh, that's a given, and they're like, no, like I don't want that. You
But-
know,
Well, they get paid
but-
ridiculous
but-
money for private
But the
gigs.
rumor
Yeah.
is in the Super Bowl you don't get paid to perform. It's not a payment.
It used to be that. I don't know if it still is.
The rumor is what I've been hearing is you don't get paid for the Super Bowl performance. You just do it off the.
Well,
There's
you're doing it because
no-
you're hoping it increases your street cred. But at the same time, that's a lot of effort and time to not get a
yeah,
check.
and they're getting paid.
But it's
Yeah.
one of the. Okay, I'm gonna look at
And
it.
it's
from the other
sponsored by
way.
Pepsi normally. It's still
Yeah.
sponsored by
It's
Pepsi.
but it's one of the most watched sporting events of the entire year.
Yeah, but also that they're getting paid because of that, and you're not. Remember,
But remember, NFL's a non-profit.
yeah, but they pay for everything. They pay the
Man,
players. They pay.
Wait,
they
the
pay
NFL,
people
you're
work-
talking about the company that oversees it, not
Yeah,
every
yeah.
team, though.
Yeah. mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, because every team,
But
yeah, I don't know, man. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I would.
I don't
not-
think you get paid. I think you
yeah,
just do
doing
it
the Super Bowl
because
without pay, man. That's just
that's
Wait, how do you
Wow.
hold on? Roger Goodell gets paid
Mhm.
like stupid money, and I know with nonprofits, you really have to be careful about salary. So I don't know. Maybe there's some outside coverage because there's no way he gets 20, 30, 50 million dollars on a nonprofit. Just saying.
I don't know, man. Maybe
Because
have
the
some
NBA, the guys who run the NBA, those commissioners get paid huge too.
Oh,
So
yeah.
there's a lot of money in that, and I don't know. I think it's I don't know. The Super Bowl, I like to be alone for it now. I don't mind if one or two people. I want to be comfortable. I don't want to be sitting there with a bunch of people trying to find a comfortable place on the couch. I want to wallow in my fatness when I eat.
There you go.
You
I
know,
like
and that's
to
what the Super Bowl is. To be disgusting, you get 6 pizzas, you get a bunch of nonsense, you sit there, hot dogs, whatever, dips,
Yeah,
and
just
you don't want to be
described-
around anybody. I mean,
describe my Wednesday, brother. Like,
Well.
I don't need a game to do that, sir. So
yeah,
Miguel,
but
you
you
look
know, the
like
Super.
yeah. I mean, it is saying that they don't get paid. It says their album sales generally go up from it. But wow,
But there is no album sales now.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
all
yeah,
streaming.
like,
Yeah, it's all streaming. Like, what are you getting from it?
I mean, are more people going to go see Usher's residency show because he played the Super Bowl? Maybe.
it's saying also their streaming sales go up because of it.
Yeah,
we'll
but you
see. I
get
mean,
pennies on stream. They're penny. That's a penny
Yeah.
business.
But I wonder if I could do something smart. Like, let's say I was going to be Usher. What if I took my shirt off and I had written across my chest, Pepsi, choice of a next generation, and I got paid by Pepsi to do that?
Well, there might be extra advertising that they pay you to do, like to be in a
Because remember
commercial.
they
Like
were
Michael Jackson was in a couple of the Pepsi commercials, and he played the Super
Oh, yeah,
Bowl.
the commercials are you're going to get paid big money because it's one of the biggest nights for advertising. I get that, but I guess people would do it. Even big acts like the Rolling Stones, when Timberlake did it, when Shakira and J-Lo did it. I think they just do it for the look. I think it's still something for the look.
I don't like the idea. You know, the one thing I hate about the Super Bowl is they get really uppity about their name.
Oh wow.
You know, if you're advertising, you go, "Hey, we're having a Super Bowl party. We're doing this." They go, "No, you have to call it the big game. You can't call it the Super Bowl because
they
they'll
own the
sue you
copyright,
for
right?
it." But
Yeah.
that's nonsense. You know, hey, we got an NBA party at the house. You know, it's not the NBA. It's we're celebrating the finals. We're paying to watch us. You know, we're celebrating your act. I mean, I always hate that when you can't say Super Bowl on something because
play
they
the
want to cut.
music because they'll sue the crap out of you if you play the music now.
Yeah, it gets that. But then there's a guy, the Ready to Rumble dude, who has that. You know,
Michael
you can't
Michael Buffer.
don't even make the joke, because we'll be writing a check.
For real?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You can't say
Nope.
that line.
Nope. Don't even screw around. We'll be writing it. Well, you're writing a check because I ain't saying it. Yeah, he has sued so many people. They've gone after so many people for that line, and they've been writing checks too. That's what happens when a copyright.
Wait. Did he copyright that line?
Yes. Let's get to blank is copyrighted and you can't use it. That's like when Taylor Swift tried to not Taylor Swift, but Paris Hilton tried to copyright That's Hot, and they go, stop it. Yeah, that's not yours. Yeah. But you know, this dude, if you used it, he's gotten some checks for it too.
That is brilliant that he was able to do that, and he had the foresight to do it. How long?
Well, look
had
at
that?
A long time. But look at, for example, the guy when the Washington Redskins tried to change their name, one dude bought like 300 names, and every time Washington came up with a name, he goes, "No, I own that. No, I own that. You're gonna have to pay me. You're gonna have to pay me."
That's also smart.
And that's like domain parking. I don't know if I'm big on that. But, you know, it feels a little cheesy. That's guys who bought all the domains so they could sell it to you later.
I try to sue Pornhub because I've copyrighted. Oh.
Oh, dude, Florida's coming down on that, just so you know. Today they voted to pass the law that says that you're going to have legal ages. So you're going to have to prove your age on social media and sites like Pornhub.
Oh, you mean people are going to continue to lie? Okay, got it.
No, you're going to have to find a legitimate site.
James, it's super scientific. Yeah, click this calendar right here.
Yeah.
There you go. He's an adult.
I'm telling you, we are looking at the end of anonymity. How do you say that? I always butcher that.
Anonymity.
Animaniacs?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, basically.
I see anonymity.
There's going to be no searching privately, and everyone's just going to be VPN in it from now on.
I want to ask you about that when we get back. We got to take a short break because how you go? Okay, I just want to know how you going to legally prove I'm not that age if I'm online. Don't go anywhere, people. We'll be right back right here on Real Labs on Real Radio 104.1. Back, everybody, and you are still listening to Real Labs right here on Real Radio 104.1. I'm your host today, Mr. James John, joining virtual studio with my good friend and one of the guys that helped start this hilarity 7 years ago, Mr. Miguel Colon Jr., and a really good friend of ours. He's a comic book creator, a lawyer, and he is a comedian, Mr. Jeff Kaufman. And Mr. Kaufman's about to explain something because he just dropped a bomb on me and Miguel. He said
on me.
He said Florida just passed a law, if I'm not mistaken, where they're going to be cracking down on people having to prove their age for certain websites online. I mean, Miguel
Florida don't care about the children.
They don't care about you. They don't love them kids.
It's not about the children. It's what happens is the minute we start having to give out our information, we're going to leave these free sites. We're not going to put ourselves out there. And it's for social media sites and explicit sites. You're going to have to prove your age. And it's not as simple as going, okay, I'm 21. No, you're going to have to probably go to a site like ID.me and give your information.
Oh,
and I want you to know, people are going to leave in droves. They're going to go, we're not giving that information out.
We got to verify your age, man. Tell me one of your favorite Magnum PI episodes. Oh, the one with Frank Sinatra Jr. Name a Plymouth vehicle. The Voyager. He's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's good.
How did Marty get back to the Future 3? Okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna be testing stuff.
He said the Voyager though. He went with the minivan, bro. That's that's old school. So what? Okay. I tell me the legal reason they say they're doing this, Jeff. It's to
I'm gonna tell you why I really think. And the funny thing is this is not limited to Republicans or Democrats. This is actually a bipartisan bill.
But first tell me their reason, then tell me the truth.
Because they say we're trying to protect our kids from predators on social media. Got to protect the kids. got to protect the kids.
Uh-huh.
And the only problem is that everybody who's already online may have to go in, and they haven't worked this out yet, but there's going to be lawsuits. There's going to be a lot of nonsense that deals with this. And what's funny is this is the same state that advertises the online betting now, the Hard Rock betting, where every commercial, hey, you want to be broke? We want to be broke. And nothing's worse than those Hard Rock betting videos that you're watching. You're going, wait a minute. So you want to take money from poor ass people, break people, cause them addictions and everything else. And the state of Florida is happy as hell about that. But if you're on Facebook, we got to prove your age.
My favorite part was that Hard Rock commercial. It was like these cheerleader girls. And they're like, it's legal now in Florida. And I was like, what? Like, hey man, I'm not
like,
with this.
They're like, you know. And they're dancing, you know.
You know.
I'm like, nah, let me just go online. Like, sorry, you got to prove your age. For what? You know.
You know.
you know something's wrong when they got some white kid who looks like Billy Blank singing a song. Somebody's getting screwed.
And that's actually the name of the new website. You got to register yourself. It's called YouKnow.com.
You know. Stop asking all these goddamn questions. You know.
You know. God dang it. Oh my God. Speaking of that though, I just heard that you can actually gamble, like you were talking about gambling online. There's sites now that we can legally use, correct?
Yes.
And
the Seminole tribe owns the rights to the Hard Rock. And here's how they sneak this by us. About 3 years ago, we voted on something that we thought was for schools. And what it did was make it so that anything with casinos or anything else like that had to be cleared by an election. So states can't give it out. So the only people who can do it are the Seminole tribes. Because Disney didn't want to compete with new casinos and all this other stuff. So we all agreed on this bill that we didn't even understand.
That's how they do it, bro.
Yeah. I mean, but this was a bad one. Oh, this is for the schools. We didn't know that they were just basically giving the monopoly to the Seminole tribe. And that's what they did. And now they're going, okay, now we have a sports book. So you can download the app and bet on any game you want now, anywhere in Florida. Now, if you don't see a problem on that one, because you know that's like people being able to buy lottery tickets with credit cards. You know, we're smart enough not to allow people to do that. But
run it up.
Now we're going to allow people to go bankrupt betting on the Heat. I mean,
I thought of that. Yeah, I didn't realize what you were meant by that. But yeah, you cannot buy lottery with a credit card. You have to use cash.
No, because we know that there will be abuses this way. But
I think they're just more worried about people calling up, be like, I never bought that lottery ticket. Take that payment off.
Yes, sir. You brought 800 of them.
Nah, take it off my credit card.
Sir, we have surveillance footage of you buying it. That ain't me.
Yeah. I doubt the concern of lottery credit cards were we're gonna hurt people. They were like, people can argue this. No, debit.
Yeah, debit all day. Debit. Blah, blah, blah. So you're against the fact that people can actually gamble though? Like for real?
Yeah, online.
Yeah, Jeff
online I do.
Family Fun.
No, because everywhere you look, see, you got to read the fine print.
Okay.
Only lawyers do this. You want to look at every one of these advertisements. At the bottom of it, at the bottom of all betting, casino, you name it, there's an asterisk. If you have a gambling problem, contact us at gamblersanonymous.com.
So
they already know that people are going to suffer greatly because of it. And they think this disclaimer gets them out of taking millions of dollars and causing people to go into bankruptcy because they get.
Okay, let me play devil's advocate though. But everyone here is, as an adult, because you got to be an adult to gamble, you take that responsibility on though, right?
Well, think of it this way. You can't drink in the streets. Why can't you drink in the streets? We do regulate things that we think that are inherently dangerous. Okay. And gambling is definitely inherently dangerous. But because you could end families. You could. I'm telling you, we're going to see a lot of this coming up.
No, I get it, but I'm just saying. So is drinking, but you can be a certain age and drink.
And why do we limit to only the Seminole County tribe? Think about it this way: the only people who can make money off the casinos are the Seminole.
I can answer that 2 words: white guilt.
I don't know. I think
I don't know. I mean, I look at those people high on the hog living in the swamp.
First off, we forget we weren't the ones who, the English aren't the ones who got Florida. It was the Spanish. Yeah, so you can't blame us. That was Spain.
Yeah, once the English got it, they said, "No, man, let's treat everybody equally."
Yeah, that's Hey, but who's gonna work the fields? Good point. All right.
Good point, man. Let's treat everybody equally, after we get these fields taken care of.
But
Gotcha.
it is going to hurt. It is going to hurt a lot of people.
No,
for,
I get
for
what you're saying.
basically profit of this company.
Okay.
And we know
They-
that. Everybody knows that. It's a common sense thing.
So okay, now if you can gamble online, what's in the way of them opening more casinos then? In Florida?
Okay. Only because they have to do it on Seminole County land. They can't just put a casino in downtown Orlando.
Okay.
It has to be on their traditional land. Like if, let's say they discovered that downtown Orlando was, they declared it an area, then they could do that.
Mhm.
But Disney will fight their ass off to make sure that doesn't happen
Gotcha.
because they
really
want to
that-
dominate.
Really? Does a casino really compete with Disney?
Oh, yeah.
100%. Casino. Oh,
Entertainment.
because-
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because here's the thing, man, James. You've been to Vegas and stuff like that. You've
I
been to
have.
Disney.
I
You
have.
spend maybe 6 to 8 hours in Disney. You don't spend 24 hours sitting at a Disney table.
That's true.
You know, like
That is
a
true. I've
casino.
seen it.
A casino
seen it.
will,
Yes.
yeah.
We have seen
It's a
it.
nightmare scenario for Disney to have to compete with a casino within 25 miles. And that's
Is
tough.
it?
And oh yeah, they would never do that.
Hotel wise, it's going to be a better hotel. It's going to
and
be an amazing
cheaper
hotel
because they want you to be there. They want you to
Yeah.
stay there. Whereas Disney is an arm and a leg to stay anywhere on property. I get that. All right, I gotcha. I've never been to do the gambles. Like if I do a gig in a casino and they'll cash your check because they want you to gamble, I won't spend a penny on gambling. I just walk out. I love my money too much, y'all, for me to give it back to a machine. That's just James, though.
Listen, I go to Vegas when I want to gamble and I have to go away, but God forbid there was a casino in my backyard here.
Really?
Right here where I can walk down the street and gamble.
You think you'd be too tempted? You want to be like, man?
Oh,
what
yeah.
I put on there?
Oh,
And
yeah.
just,
If you're a gambler, you go places to gamble. And if it's right
True.
next door, I know people who couldn't even think about moving to Las Vegas.
they couldn't do it.
I couldn't make it 2 days.
Damn.
And if you have that personality, you have addictive personality, you got to stay away from some things. That's why when you're an alcoholic, you don't go into bars.
It's true.
So
Now, Miguel, I don't think you're a big gambler, are you? And you've been
I
to
like to
Vegas a few
gamble.
times.
No, I like to
Oh.
gamble a lot.
Do you really?
I just, yeah. I don't play like, I don't understand like slot machine games and any of that. I don't get how any of it works. Devin Siebel took me.
Devin's
over the
good at
road,
it.
and we went to a couple indie casinos that only had like machines, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know what you're doing.
no, I don't want to play these.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't have anything like this says. I have no say in this. I'm not trying to figure out this. This is just
Yeah. I feel like
I
I'm
don't
not in
even get the
control.
lines and stuff. But table
Yeah.
games, yeah, man, I love craps. I'm not a card player. I don't really enjoy sitting
No
and playing
blackjack?
blackjack or poker.
No.
But yeah, I love craps. Roulette's fun. I'll play baccarat and blackjack, but I don't want to sit there for hours. I'd rather be at a craps table.
I mean,
Really? How long-
and you talk about the depression. You watch people do this stuff, and I go to Vegas a lot, and there's
Mhm.
nothing worse when you watch somebody clean himself completely out, and he's
That's
blown.
bad.
He
That's
and he
bad.
goes to the ATM. He puts his credit card down there because he thinks he's going to make it back, and you don't.
Chase it.
Doesn't
Chase
happen.
that dragon. Chase that dragon. Now, Miguel, you don't go lose a lot of money though, right? Like you're not dropping.
I mean, I wish I could say I'm always winning, but nah, man, I've lost cash. I've been down.
You're
Like,
not
I've
crazy
been
amounts
down.
though. I'm saying you're not one of those guys.
Well, it's
like,
crazy for him. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's going,
it
yeah,
could
I
be-
got
it
my
could be
ass
hard.
handed to me.
Yeah, because I mean, like this, if you lose like, if for me losing like $1,000 to $2,000 is gonna hurt.
Woo!
Like
Woo!
that's
Yes,
gonna
yeah,
hurt.
absolutely.
So that's not
Yeah.
other people's crazy, but to me, taking a
crazy.
$2,000 L at the tables, that's gonna hurt. And so I've taken L's, man.
So let
I'm
me ask
taking
you this
hard
question
L's.
real quick. What is the biggest bet you've made? And you're like, damn, this is gonna be risky, but I think I can do it.
Biggest bet, like
Bet.
just single bet.
Mm-hmm.
At craps is different because you've got a few things going on the table. But I will
Understand.
say like around $1,500 on the table at one point.
Gotcha.
And that's man, for me, like I said, I can't afford to lose $2,000-$3,000 and just be happy about it.
nah,
Because
that's-
that's part of all my savings. That's part of I don't when I go to the tables, man, I go to the tables like $1,000, $2,000, and I'm that's my money to spend, but I can't afford to just take. I mean, anytime I go to the tables, I can't afford that money. It's not
Yeah.
money for bills. It's not that, but it's a kick in the sack, man.
Yeah.
Like it's a kick in the sack.
I seen a dude lose $2 million at the table. He was betting
Oh.
$250,000 a hand. And I was sitting there just watching, and his security guard goes, "Don't, nothing to look at over here." I'm going, "Are you kidding?
There's a lot to look at over there.
I can't even pay attention to my cards because he's losing so much next to me."
What was his demeanor like when he lost that money though?
He was one of these rich Asian dudes, and he was locked in. The world was not affecting him.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
even
he
when
was-
he lost it, did he change?
It was absolutely blank.
Blank.
It didn't affect him at all. And I'm thinking to myself, how wealthy do you have to be that
Yeah.
that's your fix?
Even
A
even
quarter
like
million a
me,
hand.
man,
Yeah.
the $50 tables are too much for me, man. You know, like when your minimum bet's a 50, man,
Mm.
you know, like because the thing is, I could bet more than that, but I'm not in the financial situation to be locked into $300-400 at a time on every play on the table, you know?
Any money I lose hurts me. I remember this story. We went to Potawatomi Casino back when Bonkers still had it. It's up in Milwaukee, Jeff. My wife had never gambled, and she was with me on the trip. It was a casino gig. I don't gamble. I told my wife that. So she's like, I've never tried blackjack. I'm like, baby, you want to try it? She goes, yeah. Here's a 20. She went to the table. She lasted all of 2.5 minutes, and that 20 was gone. She's like, I'm done. Like, yeah, I'm done.
Well,
$20.
listen, as a degenerate gambler, let me tell you something. You're not going to get anywhere with a 20, James. Like, I mean, you knew you were losing that 20. You got to come up step a little bit.
She went, and it was 2 minutes. It was like, I think one hand. It's like, oh my God, it's gone. I'm like, yeah. She's like, I'm never gambling again. I said, yep, there you go. That's what happens. So yeah, you don't have to worry about James when it comes to gambling or anything like that. We got to go. We got about a minute left here, guys. Miguel, where are you going to be this weekend, brother?
I'm chilling this weekend. I'm going to be with my family. I'm definitely going to check out MegaCon.
MegaCon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
got it right. Yeah, because James hooked us up, and I'll be with my
Yeah.
sisters hanging out. So lay low weekend, and I'll be out of town next week, so I won't be on Real Laughs next week. But I will miss you guys. But I will be at the show February 8th with Kaufman, Ken, and James, all for the money at the corner.
All for the money. Got to remind everybody, yes, it's happening February 8th. It is an all new comedy show. We write brand new 10 minutes. We all perform it. Then we get you guys on stage with us. The audience can actually see a comedy show and have the chance to win some money. It is a comedy show. It's interactive. It's games. It's fun. All you need to do is go to whenyounneedus.com/events right now. And you guys
Free.
tickets are free, complimentary, free. And really quick, Mr. Kaufman, tell them what you're going to be doing this weekend.
I'm opening for Jim Florentine from the classic metal show and Crank Anchors and a couple other things.
Yes.
And it's going to be a really cool time. Friday night, we're at the Social. And then the Saturday night, we're about 100 yards down the road at the corner.
It's going to be a great show. Definitely check that out. Thank you guys for joining us right here on Real Laughs Real Radio 104.1, your nightcap of comedy. We got to go. Mr. Kaufman, tell them what they need to do.
You need to take your ass to bed.
There you go.